If you felt confused by the ending of the Netflix movie Straw, you're not alone. On this video, I'm going to explain exactly what happened and talk about the realism and why this is such a powerful message for you and the viewers at home watching this movie.
Oh, woman, what the
I need my check.
What part of male don't you understand?
I'm not gonna have no way to live for me and my daughter. Please.
Why do you think that's part of my problem? You're fired. Now get the out. Hey.
So if you see that she's fixated on one thing, I want to see if you noticed this when you're watching it, if you picked up on it.
What you doing, Miss Janiyah? Yeah, I was wondering, y'all still Black and Miles in here?
Excuse me, you're not supposed to
Shut the f up and give me all the money. Give me all the money. Huh?
If you notice something here, she's got a gun to her head. She doesn't care about that.
Get the money. Here, all of it. Put it down. Get on the ground. Okay.
I've got all of that money.
Get the money. Hey, man, take it. Put the money in the...
give it to him. Give him the bag.
She doesn't want to give up that bag. See what she does here. I know this isn't the end, but this is important for you to understand the end.
Well, you set this up. Oh, your ass is going to jail.
No,
He called your name, Janiyah.
you read my things.
Listen, there's been a robbery, and the woman who
Look at that money. For a rational brain, what would you do?
jail. Why didn't you give the damn bag? You don't know about you before your daughter.
Why didn't she just give the bag?
See what kind of parent you gonna be for prison.
And then he mentions the word parent and prison. How are you going to be a good parent in prison? So she had a gun to her head there. She's not even thinking about that. She's only focusing on the check. She doesn't want to give up her bag. That's because in her mind, she's doing the one thing that she needs to do: protect her daughter. And her brain is doing something that's really, really clever. It's doing something to protect her. I'll tell you in a second, but I just want to explain my background on why I know this. I've been an ER nurse for 15 years and I've seen so much trauma, so much of mental health issues. I worked in LA as well, so I've seen this a lot and it's absolutely heartbreaking. But there's a thing that the brain does which is amazing, and it's a protective thing that happens. Now I'm going to show the other clip. So let's just look at this for a second. I know I keep talking about cashing that check, but I just want to show what her brain's doing to protect herself and what she's focusing on.
Your ID. Oh, it was stolen. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be able to cash this without your ID.
You've helped me before, so just cash it.
Right, in her mind.
Listen, it's the policy of the bank.
Totally logical in her mind. She's seen it before, right? Why isn't she cashing it?
I cannot
No,
cash
but
a
you
check
know
without
me,
the ID.
Tessa. You've helped me before. Cash the check.
Listen, I understand, but look, you can speak with our manager and maybe she can help you, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but oh God.
Cash the check. Please.
Okay.
So this is her brain going into protective overdrive. This is her brain protecting her from the trauma that's just happened. There's a moment at the end of Straw where everything just clicks and you realize that what's actually happening. She's grieving. Now, grief isn't just emotional, it's physical too. And this is where, spoiler alert, the ending comes in and you find out that her daughter is actually a hallucination. And yes, what you see is medically realistic. The brain can have auditory, hearing and visual hallucinations, and this is a protective mechanism. Now, the night before, she'd gone through this huge trauma, so her brain kicked into action and protected her from actually being able to deal with the trauma. She wasn't able to deal with it, so the hallucinations came in. Now, when something traumatic like that happens, like the death of a child, your brain doesn't always understand it logically. Your body goes into shock and your nervous system explodes. Your brain's alarm systems are going off. And that's because grief, especially traumatic grief, is a threat to the brain's sense of safety and control. Now, your brain is designed to protect you, not necessarily tell you the truth. Now, there's also another layer to this woman's life, to Janiyah's life, and this is the chronic long-term stress that she has to deal with on a daily basis. Now, this long-term daily stress, always on survival mode, lack of sleep, no support. This is chronic long-term stress. And then on top of that, she has this huge traumatic event of her daughter dying. Now, the images of her daughter were only real to her that day. You see, when she drops her off at school, she doesn't actually kiss her goodbye. She just waves her off, and she can hear her, she can see her. This can happen. So when you're watching this movie and you think, well, why doesn't she just drop the gun? Why doesn't she just do this? Why doesn't she just grab the money? She needs the money for her daughter. Well, her prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that is involved in rational thinking, that's not working right now. So she has no rational thinking. She's just in a stress response. Her brain's just in protective mode. It's just thinking, well, that's not logical to me. I just need this check. It's familiar. So she knows to go to the bank to cash a check. People see her every day. She's just running through the motions as a protective response. And then you've got the part of the brain called the hippocampus, and this is when the memories start to blur and what she remembers doing and what is actually happening right now, they start to blur and the hallucinations happen. And these hallucinations, they're not always a sign of mental health, of schizophrenia. That's what we usually associate hallucinations with, somebody who's got a mental health issue and they've got schizophrenia and they should be on medications. That's not always the case. It's your brain's way of coping when something is too real to accept in that moment. And your brain, because it's trying to protect you, lets you think that it's real. In psychology, this is called grief hallucination, and it's actually really common. But in the story of straw meaning the straw that broke the camel's back, this was the last straw for her. She's got chronic stress, she's exhausted, no support system, it's constant. And then a sense of injustice that she deals with every day. This is where, when the trauma happens, the psychosis kicks in, and the hallucinations can go from comforting to dangerous for the person. You know, we know this woman. When I think about this movie and I talk about it, I get chills. Like, we know this woman. We see her every day. She's a part of daily life. You know, she's not evil. She's not a monster. She's trying to survive. And I think this is why it's touched so many people. She's a mother who couldn't accept what had happened. So her brain created this new reality. Just take care of my child. This is what I need to do. Now, psychosis following trauma is the brain's emergency mode. It mixes up fear, memory, pain. You see things, you hear things, so your brain believes that it's real. This doesn't mean that she was crazy. It means her brain was trying to survive the unbearable. If you ever experience this or see somebody who you think's, you know, acting crazy or having hallucinations, don't say, you know, oh, she's crazy, she's lost it. You know, think to yourself, like, compassionately. No, her heart broke so deeply that she couldn't hold the pieces of grief together. And this is why we need more compassion and not judgment. If you found this explanation helpful, if you've ever wondered how grief and trauma rewires the brain, subscribe for more videos. Talking about hallucinations, if you want to hear about the world's biggest study and how it shows proof of smoking weed can cause schizophrenia, click here and watch this video next.